Welcome to Balls and Brews. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, gents. Pod 103. We're getting there, man. We're getting old. Okay, now, little revision IPA from our local boys down in Spox. 6.5. Low impact bitterness, high impact aroma. I would agree with that.
I mean, it's just a solid IPA.
It does move forward with kind of exactly the West Coast profile, but on a very drinkable note, I would say. Not so much on the, like, holy shit, I'm chewing a hop. Like, hops are obviously the most forward taste you're ever going to get in an IPA, but
the citrus does a good job of mellowing it
There you
out.
go. Good call. Because they call it a reimagined IPA, so shout out to our boys. It's a pretty basic can, to be fair. They have some way better cans than this one, but for a flagship, that's absolutely solid.
Well, the can, actually, for the mushroom beer is pretty sick, but the beer itself, I did not like.
Right. I forget. It was a double hazy, and I forget what it was called.
It was like, something with the shroom or something. It had something to do with the shroom.
It was pretty neat. Kind of had like an like a Alice in Wonderland-esque style.
Cool,
yeah, but
it was so fucking heavy.
It was thick. It was a thick boy.
That
And
was one of the ones.
in the way you didn't want it to
8.2,
necessarily.
And it wasn't
right?
very hazy, I don't think. I guess I didn't get to see the color.
It was. I mean,
I didn't get a lot. It was so heavy that it wasn't any of that like fruit, and I don't know. I get you. No, it was heavy. So that's unfortunate. But that's kind of revision as well. They can hop. They want to hop
pretty quickly. Yeah.
Hop forward. That's a recall to one of the beers we were out camping with.
Yeah, we had a fucking killer session last weekend, boys.
Epic camping trip.
No, it was great. Got out on the reservoir a little bit. Got to do some paddle boarding. Got to chill with the family. It was good shit. Good food. You know, everybody had themselves a good old time. Great stargazing. Great fires.
Good laughs.
Trevor was dancing his little booty off, so we're gonna post that to X and Instagram as well. We got those clips. Watch out for those. Be on TikTok. I don't know. We should create a TikTok account. Like, we should start pushing shorts, y'all. That's my next goal here. That and the new camera.
But yeah, I mean, good time. Bunch of different beers, I think. I don't know.
Quite a variety.
Yeah, I drank a lot.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I mean, between ciders and, like, most of what was brought was probably closer to IPAs if you really think about it. I mean, shit, Johnny took home a whole 12-pack of Sculpin that didn't even get opened. And then there was another Imperial Angry Orchard that didn't get touched. There was a lot of stuff that got brought out there that didn't get touched because we also brought out a lot of liquor. And when you start doing the liquor with the beer, you can't do as much beer.
Yeah, I drank a ton of Coors Light. So.
Yeah, you guys were. If there was anything that was hammed down throughout the weekend, it was definitely you guys were killing that Coors Light train for sure.
We brought a lot of alcohol and it still didn't get all drank up.
Oh, hell no, dude. I mean, Johnny gave it his best effort on Saturday night, but we love you, Ferendorf. It was. Overall, it was a great camping trip. It's a beautiful site. But, Downey, you were just saying the site you just came from might be a little bit better.
We went to Lake Davis.
Okay.
Never been there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. It was a great campsite, and then we walked to the water, which is a plus. You're that close.
I don't know how that couldn't be, right? Yeah, that sounds right up my alley.
And the water was hella nice. It was just really awesome. It was a really cool spot. Yeah, we might look at trying to do that one next year, get two next to each other, so it kind of opens up the area. But yeah, it was a good time. Good times.
All right. Well, I did try real quick. I did go last night to Sleeve with my pops and Travis. We ended up trying the Reno Bar and Grill right there across the street on 4th. It's a brand new spot. Well, not brand new, but brand new-ish, right? Newish to Reno. It's only within a handful of months. And the Reno burger was like supposed to be, like top tier, and it was pretty fucking good. It was exactly how I like it, where it's a big thick patty, and then it was cooked mid-rare, and then they do the cheese skirt. So it's like it's hard. It's kind of, it's like hardish on the outside, then it kind of drips over the rest of the burger, so you kind of peel that off and eat it as well. It was pretty tasty. Got to work on your beer selection, though. Very, very slight on the beer selection. Yeah. I did have a Pigeon Head Red Rye because that's right around the corner.
Good beer.
It is. No, it wasn't that it was a bad beer. It's just they only had I think 6 beers on tap. So, I mean, you're not a brewery. I get it. But, for somebody who came from a brewery, that was shout out to Sleeve, though.
More.
I'm gonna bring some more Sleeve beer on the pod sooner or later.
All right.
Yeah, I really haven't had any new brewskis other than just
I mean,
camping beers.
Right. I was going to say, we had a bunch of stuff that we just kind of recycled. Why not, right? Like, drink what you got. I had some Cali cream, some orange Cali cream. I brought that out there. We had that. I love that beer. Mother Earth, man. If they might have worked their way into they're definitely my top 5. I could argue them probably into my top 3. I really wanted to.
Yeah,
I did actually have another voodoo out there that we hadn't had, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking delicious.
It was pretty tasty.
I'll have to get that pack.
It's very citrusy.
Good mixed pack. Yeah, that was a good beer.
All right, so
let's get into it. We've been away for a little bit, and my boy, Luka,
while we were camping,
signs 3 years, 165 for the Lakers. He didn't do the 4th year because then it puts him at where then he can get another Supermax after the 3-year kind of thing. So he's playing it pretty good. He's also been in great shape. I don't know if everybody's seen the pictures on Men's Health. So I'm super stoked, just incredibly stoked. I'm already picking Luka for MVP. He's coming out for heads next year. Everybody doing the doubting, him getting in shape. I'm already picking Luka for MVP next year.
You also picked them to win the title when you traded for him. So
yep, I'm riding that Luka train, bro.
Man, okay, all
right.
right.
MVP shouts already for this newly signed Laker. Super stoked about it. What do you guys think?
No, it just makes sense.
Yeah, you weren't gonna swing to not re-sign him, right? That seems a little stupid. Especially for, giving up AD,
But it is encouraging to see what he's looking like right now. It seems like there's been a difference.
Super encouraging.
Well, I think that it goes to show you the difference in expectations. To be fair, the Dallas Mavericks have a pretty reputable basketball crew. They've got the chip with Nowitzki, and they've done some things in that franchise that have been of note. But I would say the difference between obviously a historically franchised place like LA, the expectations are through the roof, right? It's not, he went to Dallas with the expectations that he was going to be good, and then he started making all NBAs pretty much right out of the gates. So then he raised his own bar, right? But coming into a place like LA or, Boston or one of these blue blood, exactly. They brought you in specifically to be the next dude, right? Especially with LeBron James, maybe playing a year or two more, whatever the heck it is. I know you want to get rid of him. I know.
I also read an article, and they're not wrong. LA's kind of doing for Luka what Dallas never really did by kind of laying the red carpet out for him. Taking him to these events, he's at all these events, and he's red carpet's out.
I don't think the Mavericks move like that. I don't think they do a lot of those things. So yeah, it is different.
And it's the Lakers are kind of putting him out, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's kind of true. It is what you've seen with the Lakers and him since he's been here. It's been the red carpet treatment. Something he didn't necessarily not get in Dallas, but something he didn't necessarily get to the fullest aspect he's getting it as a Laker. And you're in LA. It opens up, I know there's, state tax and all that, but, dude, it opens up all the avenues to everything else. Movies, all that shit. You are in Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be seeing some more Luka commercials.
He's only 26, too.
I know.
He's got a lot of room to grow.
And now, think if he, this is, his whole body transformation. 10 more years of dude, he's already one of the most elite scorers in the game of basketball at this moment in time.
Very true.
Yeah, I think he's kind of taken that mantle from Durant. Really, as far as scores go.
Oh, dude, Luka, and the way he uses angles, because I think Chuck said it a bunch. It's he's barely moving, but all of a sudden he's got 35
play at his pace.
Yeah.
It is a very interesting game to watch because he looks like he's moving in slow motion, and I don't mean that in a compliment. I mean that it just it looks like he's just kind of doop, and then all of a sudden he's at the cup, and it's it's pretty.
When you talk about making someone else play your game.
Yes, exactly. He does. He literally slows it down to what he wants to do, and you're pacing on what he's got going on, a little back and forth, couple crossovers. His handles are not Kyrie-esque, but it's
also the way he uses that 6. What's he, 6'7"?
No, he's not that tall, I don't think. 6'5", maybe? 6'4", still. I mean, he's a big boy. Don't get me wrong.
6'6"? I don't know. Double check.
I'm looking.
Double check.
But yes, it's just a big move, and it's something that I'm just excited as a Laker fan.
I would have chastised the Lakers had they made that move.
6'6".
So you were close. Exactly.
So using that 6'6" frame, and the way he uses it and he kind of puts your butt and hip into you, and then all of a sudden he takes one step and he's around you for like a nice assist, or he's to the cup. And he shoots.
I do like that about his game as well, as he will also be unselfish. Homeboy can drop 70 on you. He's done it, but he can also facilitate.
He can also go 20 and 15.
Yeah,
and 15. Because he does do rebounds. It's just defensively, but maybe to getting in shape, he'll get a little bit more, because defense is about being in shape. Defense is about want. He's good enough offensively that he could at least do something.
1,000% about effort, no doubt.
Let's jump into some crazy stuff. Well, I don't know how crazy it is. ESPN basically NFL Network or NFL now owns 10% of ESPN. It's just then now they get to use the red zone and anything they want. They kind of have NFL Network now too.
Just buying it up.
So yes, it's very interesting.
Disney, baby.
Very interesting move. After we heard that ESPN was firing people, and then they go off and pull off this transaction.
I mean, in a way, it makes a lot of sense, dude. Clear the cap space and then use what you just cleared to buy new material.
Stuff,
yeah, exactly. So, in no way, shape, or form should this surprise anybody. Disney is an absolute monolith of the
monster.
Yeah, of the entertainment industry right now, and as they've expanded into other things outside of just their regular marketing, they own, I don't know, a quarter of every major media market right now, dude. It's nuts. They got their fingers in everything. So, I mean, shout out to, hopefully that makes it better for us as the consumer, right? Please. That's kind of what we're pulling for overall.
It is interesting because none of those numbers have come out, whether the red zone's going to go down in price.
Well, does that mean it's also going to be available? Because I know YouTube TV was the sponsor of it the last 2 years, 3 years. If it's available on multiple, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Sunday Ticket. My bad. I think that's still YouTube, which I have to, subscribe to anyway because 85 to 90% of my games are out of market.
Yeah. I just wonder where this is going to go. Like, can you make it? Couldn't you back in the day buy like a specific, like you wanted the Seahawks games? Couldn't you just, wasn't there a thing that
that's always been the dream. I wish that the NFL would just catch up to the idea that, like, don't get me wrong, if you want to do the whole package, do the whole package. But if you just want to buy your 17 games, like, I think that would be the way to go. Be able to do a team subscription, right? Am I wrong on that idea?
On the way though, because hopefully it seems like everything's like getting siphoned off.
Right. So don't you think
one of those just picks up a team?
Don't you think you could potentially make more money doing it that way? Wouldn't it be more enticing for out of market fans?
That's why I think it's coming.
Like, hey, you no longer have to spend $300 to try to isolate one game. You can fucking spend 50.
But I thought that was what ESPN's pitch was that they lost to Amazon. Remember this new agreement that just came out? I thought ESPN's pitch was that you could just buy your team's stuff.
Maybe now that they have some percentages, they'll be able to move in that direction. I would not be against that at all. Listen to the fans, ESPN.
ESPN also joins with WWE to do WrestleMania.
Smart.
WrestleMania, SummerSlam, plus other W Premier live events, including Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and they'll be on all the ESPN platforms. So starting in 2026, you're going to be able to do like streaming of WrestleMania.
You got to give it to the WWE in general for what they've been able to do probably over the last like 10 years. And specifically shout out to Triple H, or Paul Levesque is technically his real name, for taking over the reins after the whole McMahon saga and making this place bigger. It's bigger and better than it ever has in the last. Tell me the last time you heard a WWF in mainstream headlines.
No, it feels like he's kind of incorporated or encompassed what we wanted it to be. It's just without that dirty side.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Attitude Era. That's one of my favorite sagas of any wrestling branch ever. But
just referencing McMahon.
You weren't thirsty, were you, Zach?
And then
I gotta start drinking.
And then I was reading over here too that it says ESPN will launch its streaming service on August 21st.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
With a $29.99.
Don't they already have ESPN Plus or whatever?
I'm just assuming they're going to make a version of that better.
This part, I got to tell you, this is something I don't like about it. It's already a major network. Just fucking let it ride. Like, I mean, I guess if you're going to make, you have enough product now. You have more than enough shit to, I guess, make your own situation. But
Well, do you have ESPN Plus?
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not.
I feel like ESPN Plus could be better. It's all right.
I don't use it for much.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, there you go. There's the review right there in one sentence, right? Like that
I
pretty much tells you what you need to know.
Other than like when sometimes people are over at the house, we're like, oh, let's see if there's like a UFC fight on just because there's nothing else on. Other than that, and maybe sometimes like other college football games, but I don't know. I don't necessarily use ESPN Plus to what I could be using it for.
Speaking to when we will be delving into college very soon, shout out to Fubo for that, bro. They have all of that shit. Oh my lord! Saturday you get the MAC, the WAC, the stack, the rack. It's wherever you need to go. Whatever's live, they got it, dude. Division I, Division II. They play the Division II playoffs. Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, West directed state. South Carolina. Come on and raise up. All right, let's pop in. So the top 25 dropped, y'all. We are here. Woo! So we are recording August 10th, right?
Yeah.
And we are in the first week of preseason football, which we'll touch on, or NFL football. Yeah, we'll get to as we get to our review of the divisions. But the AP or the coaches poll dropped, so we have the top 25 for the first time this season. And wouldn't you know? The opener of the season is 1v2. We kind of already knew that. We kind of already knew that was going to happen. But I think this is also a result. They would have never done this if it was the BCS. Nope. They did this because somebody can sustain a loss and still make the playoffs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sucks.
Such a huge game.
You don't want to start your season on a loss, and especially if it's like a blowout.
But
like
you want to start on a bang too, man.
But think about because we did get.
We're going to get more of these kind of games because of the playoffs.
Absolutely. 1,000%. I know. We as fans, other than
and they need to start taking out some of these other fucking games still. The Morehead States and the fucking,
you're talking about, the scheduling for the big conference teams where, okay.
Because Penn State's out of conference schedule this year.
It's
like Nevada, Morehead State, Chair University.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I touching stuff. Chair University and fucking Krappenberg State. They don't have anybody else on there.
That's how college football has run it though. A lot of these years,
I know,
and
it's
a good
bullshit.
team having a soft out in a conference schedule
because
their
conference
all
is
those
such
wins.
A crusher. Yeah,
but still, I don't think if you want to play Nevada, okay, but you shouldn't be able to play Division II.
I think every major, it's only Power 4 now, but every major Power 4 team they could have one. I could give them one cupcaker, but sucks.
That's what this playoff is going to do. It's going to allow to get rid of those
grittier games. No, I agree. No, I don't disagree. Right. Well, and you can suffer 2 losses if they're decent losses to decent teams. You can still get in. Whereas the BCS was, dude, 1 loss and you're fighting for your life immediately. And you would want to angle your loss earlier in the season
because you give momentum
then you could have
going in.
Exactly.
Wait, it was over.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now you can afford that late loss.
Yeah, and I think it's just if you want to play Nevada or play Vanderbilt, take sucky.
Vandy's an SEC school. I know, that's not underrated.
No,
Vandy.
I'm just saying take down sucky, bigger time teams.
I get you. Play further within the Power 4, but lower. You're talking the Kentucky,
get one Nevada,
the Mississippi States.
Right. Go pick on the Big 12. Go take on
Iowa State
or the Pac-12 now with the Boise State and Fresno State.
Is that live this conference this year? Next year?
I don't know.
And it's a bunch. It's like Fresno State. It's basically like the WAC got back together and called themselves the Pac-12.
It's the good
Mountain West and the WAC.
It's the good Mountain West teams.
But hey, you know what? Bring it back, dude. The Pac-12. The Pac-12 deserves to be a fucking conference. I do love this. I will not lie to you. It's going to be completely weird that it's teams that have no history of the conference. But yeah, for sure.
And Nevada's still probably going to suck this year.
Fuck. Yeah, UNR does not poise to be anything super relevant this year.
Sucks.
I mean, it's college football. The landscape has changed so quickly, man. And for us fans, as it were, I would say it's pretty much elevated a lot of things because we get these crazy matchups.
Yeah, and the playoffs. I think
third round started being really good.
Yeah, but I think we've got it rocked. I think they've got it situated.
Well,
Top
they
12.
also now, I was going to say, they went away from division or conference winners, which is going to be very odd. It will be to get used to that. As far as it's just the best 12 teams.
But your conference winner most likely is going to be the dude that's already in the top. If your conference winner in the SEC is most likely going to be
in the top. SEC for sure. All of the Power Fours in theory should be in the top 12.
Well, they're most likely going to be top 4 teams. Like if you're winning those conferences of the pack,
it depends on
at least the 2,
the overall conference, right? Like sometimes you get cannibalization in those conferences.
Yeah, I do suspect that Clemson will ride high, Notre Dame will ride high, so they probably don't have hard schedules.
Oh, they're going to move through, but just because the ACC is falling off, to say the very little.
We'll talk about somebody on the Clemson team.
Okay, well, all right. So let's dive in, baby. Let's dive in. All right, top 5 is no, there's not. It's very straightforward, and Clemson comes a very close 6. I would say the top 8. Let's top 10. We're going to do top 10. Okay, Texas.
Yep.
Ohio State.
Okay.
Penn State.
The weird thing about Ohio State being 2 is there's not necessarily the rest of the teams. You got Jeremiah Smith, best receiver. Yep. Caleb Downs, the best
defensive back.
But your quarterback's kind of like
that's why they're 2.
That's kind of I don't know. I still thought Penn State might sneak in at 2.
3. Penn State 3. Georgia 4. And then your boy Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I know you have a hard time with that because I know you like him as a coach, and you have him. He is what you want in a football coach, dude. Smart, well-spoken, great on the field. Looks like he could still pad up. I love guys like that.
That's another team though. Riley Leonard left. Who's your quarterback there?
Sure. But that defense should be elite again. So that's what they're riding.
They did lose a bunch of D tackles.
Yeah, you're damn right.
And their
Riley Mills, baby.
And their free safety and their cornerback. But Benjamin Morris was kind of hurt all year, so I guess you didn't really lose him if you didn't have him.
All right, so then you got.
I feel like that might kind of be a slight overrating of the team because, like you said, you got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomore quarterbacks. You don't know who it's going to be.
Quarterback play matters in later seasons. You can get through. You can kind of maneuver through. The start of the season without a great quarterback.
You can beat teams with similar talent,
right?
But if you're
in the playoffs and you're going up against
and this year we're going to get into it. This year could be like 2 years ago where you could get 4 or 5 quarterbacks go in the first round.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So we're on Ohio State.
Right,
Charlie, hold on. Do you recognize any of those names?
I do. Julian Sand, I know, is a 5-star prospect at sophomore that has a chance to be the starter.
It's him and somebody else are fighting for. Is it him and St. Clair?
I'm not sure if it's the senior or the junior that they have on the roster.
I would say, though, with the most recent...
St. Clair's a freshman, too.
The most recent history of Ohio State, they're going to be fine at quarterback. The last 3 Ohio State quarterbacks have been quite okay.
Especially, with the
receivers. Yeah. Well, dude, oh my God. They are turning into WRU. It used to be LSU, but now it's Ohio State had Garrett Wilson, Smith and Jigba.
I don't know, dude. You got Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
God, so nasty. They played on the same fucking team with Burrow. That was so nasty. That is a cheat code, dude. That was probably the best season of college football we've seen in maybe ever.
Because it would have been better. The only one that would be close would be those USC
teams with Bush and Lendell White and Matt Leinart.
Easily the best we've had since USC.
For sure. It was insane. So 6 through 10 runs as such. These are good. These are marquee names too. You got Clemson.
I'm surprised they're not higher.
Oregon. Well, yeah, Clemson. Well, it's because they had a really down year last year. This roster going into this year,
you should be, because right now you should have Cade, which I think
Klubnik is going to ball.
1 or 2.
He's going to ball.
But then you have another linebacker, defensive end that's supposed to go in the top 5 too. So you have this is the senior laden of the
right. No,
one of Debo Sweeney's better talented rosters,
which is why they need to capitalize, because behind this we've spoken on his deficiencies in the transfer portal.
You don't do it.
This is your chance. You're going to. You got to
seize the day. Carpe the diem.
I thought they would be 5 over Notre Dame with the offensive weapons.
Coming in at number 7 is your boy Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks. Who's great uniforms, terrible everything else.
Another kind of who's quarterback in that team too.
They're replacing a lot of players from the draft. I mean, it's going to be
I do like Dan.
I got to double check.
No, he's a great coach. I have to take my bias out of this one and acknowledge that he is a top 5 coach in college football right now.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
I'll give that. I like that.
Damn.
Bama at 8. LSU at 9, and this one is the biggest. This is the biggest one for me because if Brian Kelly doesn't fucking do something,
this has got to
Nussmeier
be
is supposed to be
number 2, 3, 1 quarterback.
Yes, he's finally supposed to have a quarterback.
He had Jaden, and they still kind of tripped and fell.
That is true too. They only won 8 or 9 games that year, right?
Yeah. So, dude, I think this is I'll make it or break it, in my opinion, for Brian Kelly at LSU. But the only thing is now, which I don't think we've brought it before. Coaches have longer leashes because they can't buy them out and still pay these athletes the money they're paying them.
So that's true too. You're paying players and coaches. That's true. That's true.
They had Nussmeier. Nussmeier was a big name. He's one of the
that's going into this year. Right.
No,
exactly.
He played last year.
Yeah, no, I know. But going into this year, it's supposed to be exactly.
The
so the bar's got to raise. The bar's got to raise. Welcome to the Cincinnati Bengals situation. We'll get into the AFC North a little later. Joe Burr. And then to round out the top 10 is another team that had to replace a lot of talent, which was it's all about the U. It's all about
Dude, it's going to be
Miami
interesting.
is I'm falling back in love with Miami because of the Ferndorf.
That's the big quarterback change right there.
I forgot that that happened.
Them relevant.
It felt like that happened a million years ago. But that was this. That was the
size
season.
and he has the arm. Can he now put it together? I don't know.
No, because you can't see out of one of them wonky ass eyes. He's like, I'm just saying, brother. I like you wave at him. It's like, yo, I'm over here, Carson. Like, I don't know what you be looking at.
That's cold blooded, bro.
Cold blooded. Hey, he also, he's got a better track record than I do when it comes to, the fairer sex. So the lazy eyes don't seem to matter.
Who else you got after 10 there?
We're going after 10? All right, we can roll down it.
Wait, who was 10?
It was the U, Miami. Yeah. And then
that's a little surprising.
No, you want to hear some surprising ones? This is a surprising one to me. ASU comes in at 11.
I'm not.
At 11.
I'm on them.
I get it.
I'm on
them. They
them.
made the playoff last year.
That quarterback, dude.
Do you remember they were picked last year.
That dude, Dillingham, he's up there.
Is wild.
He might not be top 5.
Wild.
He might not be top 5 coach, but he's working his way up.
Oh, brother, he's
awesome.
going to be a beloved in Arizona State.
I love the quarterback, but what he did last year during that game.
Now you turn from the hunter to the hunted.
What's that kid's name? Off the top of your head,
Levitt, the quarterback. Yep,
Levitt.
Sam Levitt. Yep.
Sam Levitt. Dude, I'm excited to watch him.
Scattaboo. I'm excited to see what he can do in New York this year. All right, so then rounding out the top 15, we got the Fighting Illini.
That's
Illinois.
Cool. That's cool.
We got SC because of LeGarrette Sellers, who's supposed to be Lenore. Thank you.
He's supposed to be really. This is his second year in the offensive system.
South Carolina
made a huge run last year at the end of the year.
Yeah,
start off kind of slow. So if South Carolina is another one of those SEC teams that you get a couple wins here and there, a couple teams lose, dude, they could be one of those top teams.
I feel that so hard. And then rounding out the top 15 is Michigan.
I don't really know.
I'm low on that team.
I don't really know how I feel about that.
Well, because they're one of the ones that if you have 4 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks, right? Like they don't have Orgy he hasn't developed as a passer yet.
I think Oregon has 6 quarterbacks.
That doesn't surprise me one bit, dude. And then Ole Miss, your boy Lane Kiffin coming in at 15 to round out.
Not worried offensively, but you lost you lost a ton of fucking players. Think about how many dudes went in the draft offensively and defensively off that team. Your quarterback, 2 receivers. Didn't you have
Jackson Dart looked good
defensive
in his preseason yesterday?
Guess who else looked good in their team? I kind of ripped them, but then
it was
Shador.
Yeah, I watched actually most of that. You know who looked better in the limited time that they had to play? Bryce Young threw a dime to Tet McMillan. That was gorgeous.
I'm super happy.
Gorgeous.
I'm super happy for Bryce.
I think they are really figuring it out there in Carolina.
I'm super happy.
I think they've got obviously a lot of ground to make up. Like I don't think they're there yet, but there's some signs that are starting to show some real promise, and that's big because Carolina was in the dumpster the last couple of years.
Okay, we'll talk about football.
Yeah, I know.
Who you got after 15 there,
homie? We're going to run through. I guess we're doing the whole.
Yeah, we got to do the whole top 25.
Let's get it. All right, our boys coming back from SMU. Remember, they made the playoff last year. They got smoked.
Did they lose receiver? Did they lose?
Their number one receiver. I want to say their number one receiver was a beast.
Running back and
quarterback too. Did he go too?
Did the quarterback?
Maybe. And then you got the Gators. You got the Gators, Tennessee, Indiana, and Kansas State.
K-State, what
20.
up, thugs?
I mean, all of those make sense right there.
Hold on.
Kind of been a little rowdy
only
too, man.
Talk to me. What?
There's only 2 Big 12 teams, right? Arizona State and Kansas State.
So far, but then right behind them is Iowa State at 21. So there you go.
So Iowa
and then you got Texas A&M, BYU, who's another Big 12.
Texas A&M is SEC homes.
Well, no, I know. I didn't say Texas A&M. No, I said, yeah. No, but then BYU's another Big 12. Yeah. Texas Tech, Big 12. And then Boise State, which is now, where's Boise reside?
They should be in the Pac-12 now.
Moving next year, though. So they're in the Mountain West this year still.
Click on it.
Boise?
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell us. Yeah.
Sure, it should.
We're going to
Texas Tech's one of those.
Well, I think we're going to finish this segment.
Texas Tech's one of those teams that has a lot of money on the payroll.
Sure. Oh, you mean Texas Tech or Texas A&M? Well, any Texas team. Yeah, I was going to say any Texas team
has spent a lot of money. They're supposed to be new and improved this season.
Yeah, Mountain West.
They're like a dark horse for the Big 12.
They are.
Because of all that money that was
spent. Well,
I
think the Big 12 is that conference that, like, just like what happened last year, you're going to see some wild shit in there. Who knows if SMU can hold it together? Who knows if A&M is going to do anything?
The transfer portal is making that conference even crazier.
BYU has one of the thickest NILs that you've ever seen. They tapped into that Mormon money real quick. Like they paid a lot of motherfuckers. They had to get rid of their quarterback because he was doing the hang down with the horizontal mambo. But good for him.
They're definitely one of the more interesting conferences because
there's a lot of fluctuation
with all the movement.
Yeah,
like we're to
it's up for grabs.
To where the ACC, it's Miami or it's fucking Clemson, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get Pitt or somebody's gonna make
Florida
a little
State
run.
Might be better.
I don't know.
We'll see, man.
I'm not putting any equity in Florida State. They were
It can't be that bad. Again,
you wouldn't think. You wouldn't think. You would not think.
Trev, throw out some of these top quarterbacks that we're looking at this year. Just give you guys a heads up because this year is different.
It's dense. No, and that's one of the things that they said in during the NFL draft. They were like, the reason why there's such a gap between the quarterbacks being drafted is because the Browns
have 2 first-round picks each.
Which means that they can manipulate it however they really see fit.
And both of those are shopping quarterbacks.
Can you imagine Sean McVay getting up and getting some of these guys that we're about to name? Dude, think about him with some of these dudes that we're about to name.
Man, the trade that they made with the Falcons was
so great.
Yeah, because then they also I hate how good the Rams are. I hate how good the Rams are at drafting, dude. The last 5 years have just been insane. Like
the last 3 have been epic.
No, yeah, there you go. That's true. You have to get once again. I do want to take my bias out of it
because we want to beat them.
Because I want to crush them. I absolutely want to destroy them.
It's an amazing job.
You have to look at it. Yeah, from bird's eye view, there's no way you can shit on it. Like you're looking at that as like, dude, I wish my team moved like that.
Them and the Eagles bout the 2 of the best
Howie Roseman, another fucking absolute, magnetic, just aware.
Right. Trev, give us those quarterback boners.
All right. Well, we're doing the top 10. This is off of Fox Sports. Coming in at number 1, Cade Klubnik from Clemson.
I think that's pretty easy going into this year.
Well, I think there's 3 that can challenge for it.
Prototypical size, though.
And he runs really good. And he's been in the system for 3 years. This is the year for him.
It should pay off.
Dude, if he lights it up this year, easily the best quarterback.
They should be the favorite to win the ACC. Like this, you got your senior quarterback that's been in the system that has better talent probably this year around him, offensively at least. Like this is your chance.
I hope so. Because remember 2 years ago we looked up the Heisman numbers. Remember, and when he was a freshman, he had like the number 1 like Heisman number. Remember, we were like, who in the fuck is this? You guys remember that? That was crazy.
There were some weeks I do remember coming down the stretch where we're like club
prospect recruit. Yeah.
Because he's sick. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Also, going to be one of the first quarterbacks probably taken
easily,
assuming he doesn't have an absolutely fall off year.
Yeah, I don't think he will. Yeah, I don't think he's that kind of kid.
He's going to be top of the draft, maybe. For sure.
Next up, who's next? Team on.
The hype is around this next guy, Arch Manning.
I don't think he comes out though.
No, he's not. I don't think so either.
I'm so in don't know what to think of him.
I think the only way he would even consider coming out
if he triple crowns it.
Yes, he triple crowns it. The Saints could be there at the top of the draft.
ties into the Manning family.
I think that's the only okay, I'm leaving after one season.
I've never understood. You don't want to Matt Leinart or Matt Barkley yourself. If the hype is that real going into the combine that upcoming year, go pro.
No, the hype is going to stay.
That's what I think.
There's no way.
No, so unless
if he has a bad year,
I don't think he's going to come out and suck.
Well, that team is fucking loaded, dude.
Right.
Texas is put together.
They lost a lot,
for sure.
so new faces, but
it's between the transfer portal and their recruits. They're going to be so fun.
They're already top NIL deals. Yeah. They're one of the top NIL teams. So.
Oh yeah, did you see the entrance? The walkway into
Texas
their facility has just McLarens and Ferraris parked in front of it.
Longhorns. I roll up.
That's another trusty.
Is probably the biggest storyline in college football right now. Quarterback is
Arch, without a shadow of a doubt. Just because of the name and because he sat behind Quinn Ewers, who went in the 7th round, right?
And is going to start the most games as a Dolphin starting quarterback.
Oh my God! All right, we'll put it out there. All right, Money, keep going.
That team's fucked. He's fired. Mike McDonald's.
We'll get into the NFL. We're getting there. Number 3, Trace.
Garrett Nussmeier, LSU.
Which is why it's a big deal. LSU.
Him and the next guy, I'm a little bit flipped on.
It's got to be Allard.
It's got to be Allard. When Allard looks right, those balls are some of the prettiest balls.
Well, let's talk about Nussmeier. Let's be fair.
He just needs another. This year just needs to be building on what he did last year and being consistent. Because he had great games, but then their games were. But it's also LSU. They just don't seem to.
What is it with LSU right now?
I don't know.
Besides, I think the defense being down,
which
they've made a lot of changes.
Defense was awful,
right?
Which
is
works out for
not typical of an LSU team
or Brian Kelly. He runs a pretty
I think
Nussmeier's another one that it's him, it's fucking Cade, and it's Drew. Or you're probably your 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing. I think Lenore
Sellers
is just a little bit below those. I think it's those 3.
I think he has the ability to play above them because his legs are going to. He can turn himself into Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's why I like Cade and I like Drew because they're both.
Allard's a fucking animal. He's got to be number 4. So I don't disagree with any of these 3 except for I think the Arch Manning. It's hype. It's hype.
Yeah.
Hype.
He's pushed up because of hype. There's a couple of these guys are probably more ready. Going to have. I think
Garrett's going to have to have a good year for LSU
to do anything. To do anything. No, absolutely. If you're going to have a down defense, then your offense has to supplement.
Garrett's going to have to fucking
yeah.
Well, God, that defense has to see an improvement. If it's not,
it's not.
They will find themselves out of the top 12 again, and Kelly should be fired. Yeah. I'm sorry. I normally don't want to sit here and champion firings, but if you're going to be a program like LSU, they say there is very few atmospheres like there is in Death Valley at night. Like that is supposed to be one of the top premier, situations in college football, and if you can't get it done with that at your back, I don't know what else to tell you.
It's not just that; it's the hotbed of recruiting where you just have 5 stars that just show up on campus.
They should exactly, literally, just be like, I want to go here. I
think this is the kind of the year for Kelly. And it's about Nussmeier.
Oh, it is. No, without a doubt.
No way.
Surprise at number 4 from Fox Sports, John Mater from Oklahoma. Well, he's playing for Oklahoma. He's a transfer, actually, from Washington State.
Okay.
Came with his OC to revamp that offense that was horrible last season.
Yeah. It was so weird,
Venables just can't get an offense.
It was such an odd situation for Oklahoma.
But that's way shocking that Drew is not number 4.
I would agree.
Oklahoma could be one of those next other teams in the SEC that's on the doorstep.
They're in the Big 12, aren't they still?
No, they're in the SEC.
That's right.
I think Oklahoma's just going to be a bottom feeder.
I think that defense is going to be
Schmedium.
It's not that bad.
I think they're Schmedium.
I think they win 8 games.
Which is still above average, but it doesn't push. It doesn't push for the top 12.
I have them right behind South Carolina in the order of the SEC.
Ooh, Trev, that's hot. I don't know, Trev. I'm not on the Oklahoma train. If you are, good for you, brother. I don't really know much about this Mater.
Well, I mean, they think quite a bit of him. Put him at number 4.
I've heard his name thrown out there.
Got that offensive coordinator to keep that offense
round out the
fluid.
5 for us.
Number 5.
Lenore Sellers.
Also in front of Drew.
My guy Drew Allard. That's all right. He's a big arm, but he's got legs. It's all about just being accurate and being on time. Like, he's got to just keep building. If they start out the way they did last year, they might not be able to come back from it.
Dude, last year they were beating LSU until he went down.
Yep.
That's right. I remember that.
I mean, that was a huge shift in their season right there.
Correct. He's a stud. I just like Drew Moore. I just like Drew Moore. I'm just on the Allard train. But Lenore, I would be happy with him too as a quarterback. I can't wait to see. That's going to be so interesting. Some of these guys, like, you had like a pretty good year last year, so now you got to build on it to be like take that next step.
I would say 4 out of the top 5 right there are all considered NFL prospects immediately. Top first round potential.
Is he
he's out this
sophomore?
Year? No, he's out.
He's a junior. He's coming.
He's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Moving on.
My guy
there at 6, Drew Allard.
I think he's 6'6". He has a rocket arm now. It's just about building on last season because he's also
he's not overly accurate. Because you got to get him accuracy.
Towards the end of the season, it started looking like it was coming that way.
Right.
You also have two great running backs behind you this year. It's just the receiving core. What did Penn State do in the receiving core? And Allard keeps taking those steps. The way he runs too. That's a big fucking deal.
He's a freight train. He's Josh Allen.
This is another big chance for Franklin though, trying to get over the hill.
Talking about another coach.
Yeah,
talking about another coach with dude. He's right. He's got to be right up there with Brian Kelly.
Because is it going to get any better than this season for you?
You have Nicholas Singleton, the other back, and Allard all coming back.
Consistently wins 11 games every year and cannot get it done against rivals and cannot get it done.
Or he wins like 10 games if he has to play Michigan and Ohio State. He just. This is it, and this is the best quarterback he's had too.
Yes,
in a long while. Because he's been there now, 6-7 years?
Maybe longer than that.
It's been a while. All right, moving on. Number 7, Carson Beck, Miami.
It's interesting. It'd be interesting to see if he can come back to what he was supposed to be.
That might just be off the hype train in the sense, because he played like shit even when he was healthy for Georgia, remember?
But the first year he was good. His freshman year, he looked all right.
Okay, and so it's just 20 months removed from that, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can you get back? Can you get back?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there were games where he threw, all of a sudden the first half he looked like shit, and then in the second half you're like, where is this Carson Beck the rest of the game?
Right.
I mean, it's going to help a lot playing the ACC instead of the SEC, I feel like.
So, I don't disagree. No.
That's another reason I think he's number 7 on this list because those numbers are going to get inflated. He should look better this season offensively.
Agreed.
Come on, be my guy.
Number 8, DJ Lagway from Florida.
I think that they just have such a hard schedule. I think they're another 7-8 win year.
I think they're a year away from maybe being a competitor in the SEC.
I do too. I mean, the kid's good. I think they have to play a lot of the big teams.
LSU,
Texas, not just you get 1 or 2 of them. I think they get a bunch of them.
Capitalism.
Correct.
In the freaking conference.
Correct.
Good luck, Florida.
That's my guy right there.
Number
I'm excited.
9,
I'm excited for him.
Sam Levitt, Arizona.
The way he played,
be careful now.
The way he played last year in that bowl game, him running around and making all those plays,
dude.
I'm super excited to see him.
He wanted it. He played excellent against Texas.
Give him an offensive line. Let's see what he can do in the pocket that's not collapsing the whole time.
I mean,
and then to round out the top 10, who we got to finish her off?
Number 10, Josh Hoover out of TCU.
Oh, nice. TCU had some guys come out last year. Jack Beck, my guy.
They always have a few. TCU is relevant. So I think that's a good list. I approve of the vast majority of it. I think that,
the Mater caught me on
all of 4 too. Yeah. That is pretty crazy. It must just
you're going to get 5 of those guys are going to go in the top 15.
Potentially. Ooh, okay. That's a take. 15.
Maybe. I mean, okay, so you got Cade, Nussmeier, Norris, Allard 4, right?
Those 4. That's who I would, and then Arch if he decides.
But I don't think he's coming. So you're gonna get 4.
Well, it's so funny that they say that, but who
and
knows,
then maybe
man?
Sam.
Who knows?
And then you could always have somebody that comes out of these.
Surprises you. Yeah, for sure. Other honorable mentions: Rocco Batch out of Iowa State.
Iowa State getting a call out.
Luke Altmaier, Illinois. Taylon Green, Arkansas. Devon Dampier, Utah. Utah are supposed to have another
They're always supposed to have.
Yeah. Well, no. They just had injuries.
Yeah, I know.
At that position.
I know.
Defense has been this is supposed to be a guy that can run. So he's definitely a scrambler for Utah to open up that offense.
That's the most interesting name on the list.
Yeah. Okay. Just to run it up real quick. Kevin Jennings, SMU. Avery Johnson, Kansas State. Chandler Morris, Virginia. Brehan Morton, Texas Tech.
That is super interesting. This whole Texas Tech thing is super interesting to me.
Sawyer Robertson, Baylor, and Maddox Madison out of Boise.
Yeah, out of Boise.
Okay.
Those are all names you should have on your radar.
Especially those big ones, especially if you're a team like mine and even maybe a team like Chuck's who you don't necessarily know what's going to happen quarterback-wise. Some of these names are pretty important, man.
The Huskies are going to be fucking sweeping the bottom of the barrel in the Big Ten.
I'm talking about your pro team. You don't necessarily know, like looking at some of these names coming out in the draft.
You don't know. Well, I don't know. Sure. I also am curious.
You have Jalen. You drafted Jalen Miller, so never mind.
Anyway,
it's a little different.
But like my team and like other teams, if your
other
other
team specifically, for sure.
The Giants.
Well, no, maybe not Giants. But even the Browns, you still have two picks. The Rams.
Absolutely, the Rams.
No, the Rams, you're hunting for one of these four.
Well, especially because Stafford hasn't even. We're going to get to the NFL very soon, but Stafford hasn't practiced once. So,
but that could also be just trying to.
Beer, boys. We've been driving for like 15 minutes.
I'm so thirsty.
We've been driving for 15 minutes.
We're going to refill and come back with another hot NFL. It's about the NFL North.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck up that
this pod. Welcome back to Balls and Brews. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, gents. Okay.
This is a redemption, everybody.
Let's hope so. Let's fucking
give him shit lister a second chance.
That's drinkable. That's definitely drinkable.
I like that end taste. What is that?
It's peach.
Yeah,
I like that.
Peach haze.
Peach, love, and haze. A little hazy IPA with peach. 6.3. So they're out of Turlock, Cali. Yes.
Much better.
Yes. I would say that
our best from them.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. The peach does pull through on the back end, which is nice. The color itself, it's a little bit more West Coasty than hazy per se, but does have enough of that haze to.
Yeah. I do like that refreshing, the refreshing bubbles kind of when you get
it's pretty peaceful. It's got peachy on the back end. It's funny. The body of it is actually pretty drinkable. So
yeah, that's why I like that, like that kind of like crisp on your tongue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
it's light for sure. So
what do we say for Decibel though? They need to do at least one more of these.
I would say yes.
Taking them off the list.
I would say that they are moving in the right direction. But if I find one more, yes.
This one's really good.
Because we had 4 bad ones, right?
Yeah.
Well, 3 bad ones and 1
schmeh. This one's better than schmeh.
Yes.
They just had no taste to them.
Right.
They all were the exact same beer.
I still think we go with the one more theory.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. All right. Well, you're working your way. We might take
a chance at
off of the shit list. It might just be dust.
We'll get there. We'll find another one. Shout us out, Dust Bowl. Tell us.
Yeah, we're gonna tag you.
We did that. We did that mix pack. It was me.
That's doing it a favor calling it me.
Well, it just none of them had any flavor to them. They all were like the exact same beer, except would we like the cold? We like just the regular IPA the best. The cold IPA and the hazy almost tasted the exact same,
which was very weird because they should be definitely different in profile. All right, so we welcome back to our divisional breakdown as we are literally in the middle of the preseason. Do we want to touch on any of that? Let's do this real quick.
We got football news.
Yeah. Let's do. How did you feel about our preseason game? Zach?
Didn't watch it and wasn't paying attention.
Fair enough.
I wish the offensive line played a little better. That's kind of my one takeaway.
Okay. So you do a little highlight action, or
and a little reading, but
23-23 tie.
Aiden O'Connell threw 2 picks.
He didn't look good.
Offensive line didn't look good, and he didn't look good. But Gino looked okay, but he wasn't limited snaps. Thornton had a huge catch down the side. Cam Miller, who I am excited about out of North Dakota State, played well at the end of the game. That's just confidence coming in, but just not a huge takeaway from it. It's preseason game 1. I'm more positive that nobody got hurt.
It's so weird to see Pete bouncing up and down on the opposite side of the sideline, dude. It just was. Seeing that Raider logo on his chest was just bizarre. And
maybe since we're talking about the Raiders, the part owner, Tom Brady, got his statue revealed this week.
He sure
as well.
did.
What do you look like? I haven't seen any pictures of him.
It looks like him. It's a good statue. It is.
Hand on the helmet?
Hand up.
No, hand up, fist in the air.
Yeah. Where's the helmet? Hanging?
Yeah. No, it's on his hip.
Yeah.
It's helmet off.
Yeah, helmet off.
Smart way to do it. Yeah, for sure. His bust has to be, like you got to see his face. He's will be.
Good looking.
Mahomes is the only dude currently who can challenge for that throne. He's the only one who's got a resume that at least looks like it's going in the direction to compete with Brady.
Correct.
Right? So
because JA's got to get one, otherwise he's just going to end up like
he's going to be the Marino. Yeah.
Where you're like, dude,
MVPs.
You could do everything, but never.
But win the big game. Yeah.
God.
Anybody competing against Brady is kind of hard to do, though.
But we got to see him and Peyton.
I know that was
that's
a great generation,
and we did get like a lot of you think about Drew Brees and think of some of the other quarterback Rivers,
Rodgers
at
the top of his game.
Favre I guess was more the young Roethlisberger. We did get to see a lot of good
Roethlisberger. I hate to throw that guy in there, but he had some elite years as well. No, that was
Matt Stafford
hell of a draft.
Yeah,
I will say. Overall, though,
dude,
we are in a very good position for quarterback play in the NFL. There's a lot of good quarterback play. There's some shit, but overall, I would say there's some really good stuff across the league.
2 of the top 5 in this division, Chuck.
Yeah. So we're gonna. Okay, so what did you watch any of the? I don't want to not give the Niners any love. Did you watch any of the game yesterday?
I don't want to give them any love.
No, I really just hit highlights. I was working.
Okay.
I liked what I'm seeing from the young players. We had. Outside of our kicker and punter, only 2 projected, I think, starters playing, and that's because they were free agent acquisitions.
Did you see that kicker did kick a 70-yard
70-yarder, dude.
Does that count in the record?
No.
Preseason?
No, preseason you don't get that record.
Damn.
I know.
I mean, it's crazy because it is a live NFL game. It's just not regular season.
70 yards a long ways, boys.
But tell me that doesn't make your confidence just go through the fucking roof,
dude, you
right?
just kicked a 70
because it was technically still a live game.
But where was he at?
Well, you have to be on what
team? No. What team was he on, and where were they?
He's
playing?
in Jacksonville. They were in Duval. It was at home.
Okay. I was just trying to see, were you indoors? Were you outdoors?
No, they were outdoors.
They were outdoors.
Yeah. They were outdoors.
And dude, 70 yards
and he cleared it. It wasn't even like, it didn't even hit the bar. Like, it cleared it. It could have been good from 72, 73. Deep. Oh, my God. That's
when you can run somebody out at like 60 yards. 70%
of the field he just covered. You only got to get 30% of it for him to score your points. I mean, that's not going to go in every time, but the fact that it was ridiculous. It is impressive.
How did Travis Hunter look playing both ways? Did anybody catch that?
I did. 2 very short crossing routes. You know what I noticed about him, you guys?
Excuse me. Sorry. It's weird. Kind of was building.
Sorry about that.
God damn it. He is. From my perception, he is undersized, dude. He's got to put on some weight. He looks small out there, like significantly smaller than even some of these DBs who aren't necessarily the biggest dudes.
And being a worry with his usage rate.
I don't think. And he blew a tackle coming out of his cornerback stance. He made the right read on the option, and he blew the tackle and gave up contain.
That's all getting in the NFL, though. You got to get your NFL. Once these guys leave college and come to the NFL, they all put on that. If they're hardworking, they all put on that.
Everybody wants to see it. He's one of the hottest stories in the preseason. It's just gonna be. I don't know how quick it's gonna happen.
That's another team that I'm kind of excited for.
I mean, there's a lot of interest there.
Brian Thomas should be legit.
Yeah, he is legit.
That should give Trevor Lawrence the availability.
It's about the offensive line and running game for them.
Yeah, agreed.
And then the other bigger story is Shedeur as far as preseason goes.
Dude, I came on here and ripped the Browns, but took a little bit back because I didn't like how he treated the draft system. But do we not see this coming, that he was going to be the better of all the quarterbacks in there except for maybe Joe Flacco? He's the most... And the shitty thing is you see all these articles, right? When I slide left on my phone, it gives me all these articles. Dude, there is some people that you're like, you just don't like him. How is he the worst person to practice today? And then everybody else like, man, Shedeur is like 7 for 8. I know he's playing against the third teamers. Hey, Shedeur is the most accurate passer. I know he's playing against the third teamers. So you see all that, but then you have the one people saying, oh, he didn't look good. Then he comes out and is really accurate, 132. Dude, we know what he is. He's an accurate quarterback.
Yeah, no, he was really good in college. That's why he was projected to go as one of the first quarterbacks in the draft. And
I hope he just fucking blows the water out of the park with the Browns.
I think what you really should do, team building would be the smartest way to go about this. cut Flacco and cut Pickett.
And Gillen Daber.
No. You have the two rookies. You ride them all season. If one of them shows up, then that's a win. If one of them doesn't, you have 2 picks, and now one of them is super high because you didn't do very well.
I would cut Pickett or trade Pickett to like a team where you're looking at somebody getting hurt. Didn't some backup quarterback just get hurt too? Maybe trade Pickett to them, and then you run with Shedeur and Joe as kind of your backup, with Dylan kind of that third teamer that's kind of not on the team but on the team.
I mean, I don't know. I just like Pickett's just. I guess if you need the depth, Kirk Cousins I would think of first as a quarterback that gets moved before him, though. And I don't know if anyone's going to jump on that because of his contract unless an injury happens.
Yeah. But I'd get rid of Pickett. I'd keep Flacco, but I'd get rid of Pickett. Do we want to talking about the North?
Okay.
Is the Browns everybody's 4? Or do you see anybody finishing lower than the Browns?
I think the Steelers might. I really do.
It's very interesting. If Aaron gets hurt, you're going to Mason Rudolph?
If that happens, then yes, Steelers 4.
I think I like the roster more from top to bottom, and also I think I like Stefanski in the current NFL more than I like Tomlin. I think Tomlin's a little bit left in the past.
When is Tomlin's?
And they kind of turned into a retirement home. Well,
he just got re-signed again.
I know. And the Rooney family is going to try to walk him off into the sunset. They're going to do their best to try to let him retire when he wants to retire. But
yeah, they're not giving up on him.
They haven't.
Even if you feel like the Steelers are on the edge, it's not going to happen after this season, I feel like, even if they do finish forward. It's the Rooney.
If I'm making – all right, you're right. If I'm making a prediction, though, I'm going to say the Steelers will be 4th. I think that they've brought in too many new pieces. I think the continuity is going to take longer than they think to actually gel.
I like a lot of the Browns draft picks.
I do too, and I think that defense is still going to be good enough to win more games. And if whoever's at quarterback, whatever, dude, but
it's just the Steelers haven't had that season. Every time it's just like we're right there with a winning record.
I kind of agree because it's kind of all on can Aaron Rodgers and Arthur Smith gel? Because I think Kevin Stefanski's a better play caller than Arthur Smith. I think Kevin Stefanski's a better he's been a really good coach and had some down years, but he's also had some years with flat. I think him and Shedeur make that kind of he's kind of Kevin's quarterback, which I was super surprised that all the things came out that they didn't really want him. They more wanted Gabriel. Shedeur's a more accurate quarterback. Look what Stefanski's had. He's had Kirk Cousins and Flacco, and he's been good.
Gabriel is severely undersized too.
Correct.
For an NFL quarterback. Which he's accurate in his own right, but he is in stature too small.
So now you have him, right? And then I just think that the Browns with Shedeur, I think I might go Steelers 2. I might go Browns 3. I think I'm excited to see. I hope the Browns start Shedeur. I hope they don't go Flacco.
Wait,
I hope so too, but I feel like that's not
Steelers 4. Sorry, Steelers 4, Browns 3.
All right, I was calm down, dude, because the top 2 are where we're going to probably flip flop.
I understand both of those picks because I want to pick that too. The Steelers haven't showed me that they're the 4th place team.
You know what? And I
got to give that respect to Tomlin.
I think it's fair.
And that team.
I can't disagree with the take. I just think that even though what I like about Cleveland is outside of that quarterback room, there's talent, there's continuity. I think that they've got a lot of things going in the right direction. They do have to figure out the quarterback. The Steelers are essentially a new team this year outside of Tomlin.
And more noise. Cam Hayward now isn't practicing all the way because he wants a new contract.
Okay.
But they did take care of TJ. That.
Sure.
I know, but now
TJ is a heart and soul.
All you're doing, all you're doing is keeping on paying defensive players
and older people.
And all you're doing, I understand TJ, but now you're signing up for.
I think they're the 2nd or 3rd oldest team going into this season, which is not good.
You're like, oh, look who's their cornerbacks. Okay, look at all their ages. Imagine 2 of those guys, 3 of those guys are all lamed up at one point. Now your defensive backfield went from hey, names on paper look pretty good.
That could change that could change the season for sure.
Real quick.
You got to caveat the injury because everybody's going to have some. But
when you're putting all these older players on your team, you're asking for, I think, more.
You have to out of those, which is crazy because you would like to think that you get it from the guys who have a little bit more juice, and this is where because. the Steelers haven't been the best drafting team recently. Dude, they gave them this year. They said they were good. But and Fashanu's got to stay healthy at tackle.
I do think that we thought last year's offensive line was really good drafted-wise, and it just
fell apart.
Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing. Is it all just coaching with the Steelers on offense?
I don't know. Offensive line seems to take a little time to develop.
But it's Steelers offense since Ben.
That's what's the like 2 years linchpin in the Seahawks.
Like,
are,
they've never had
football.
They've never had an offense.
It's down, so it's taking more time to build that up.
It's a good point, Money. I would say it's been devalued overall.
But the Steelers haven't had a good offensive line in years. We've been talking about the Steelers
for a little while. It's been their defensive line,
and now they're having a new number 1 at running back.
Correct. We like him, but that doesn't mean your offense. We think the offensive line got drafted good. You still have to coach the offensive line, and you still have to call plays that are good.
Well, we still know they're going to be a run-first team.
Correct.
It feels
the
like.
Arthur Smith offense, which is funny because
him and Derrick Henry, but that Ryan Tannehill.
They make that move for DK, pay him all that money, and he's going to be bitching to high heaven. He is not going to be getting a lot of balls thrown his way.
Yeah, that could turn out to be a problem, but it kind of fits what.
I mean, I don't care. Like, it ain't my problem. I'm just
Aaron Rodgers' game right now. Though, at least your quarterback and your offensive play calling should be on the same page.
Even for Aaron going to another team, like, dude, you just got your ass kicked in New York. You're going to come down here and get your ass kicked again.
It looks like he's starting to pumpkin and be the underneath kind of quarterback.
He's just going to dump it off.
He has one of the best deep balls.
But I think it comes to the idea that he doesn't trust his fucking line.
And he's going to want to get hit. I don't want to get hit.
And
not at 42.
That's why their whole season kind of rests on that offensive line to bring it back there.
So I'm
still putting at 3.
No, I'm Steelers.
So me and Chuck are the same with Browns and Steelers 3 and 4.
I don't hate it.
And Trev is Steelers Browns 3-4.
Yeah.
All right.
Just got to see it.
Here we go.
Browns against Browns.
Trev, who's your number 2 in the division? Ravens or Bengals?
Bengals, and I don't think it's close. I think the Bengals are actually closer to the 2 and 3. Like, it might just be the Ravens making the playoffs in this division. I worry too much about Trey Hendrickson, that defense.
Yep.
I love Burrow. I expect to see another MVP-like season out of him.
I expect that offense to put up tons of numbers.
But I think it's just going to cost them in the end.
Zach Taylor on the hot seat along with Tomlin.
I think he could be if they don't make the playoffs this season.
Well, hold on. Because do you blame the team building on the coach or the GM? Because unfortunately, like, don't get me wrong,
I blame the team building on the GM. I blame the slow starts on the head coach.
Okay, and both have happened. Okay,
they both have been consistent. That's what you're consistent. I don't
disagree. No.
I want to put the Bengals 1 because of JB, but I just can't do it. I can't do it because the defense is such a question mark. And then all the Ravens seem to do is just grow. They lose a guy. They replace a guy. The offense,
well.
The receiving core is Zay Flowers stays healthy.
Even with the injuries.
Likely is hurt right now, which is a bummer because he's becoming quite the weapon for them.
Still, talent-wise, easy 1.
Defensive backfield, you should have the 2 best safeties in football.
Hamilton and they just
your cornerbacks are getting older. So that's where you kind of look in. And
they did bring in Jair Alexander.
That
could hit.
Yeah, but it's still
teammates.
That's a really good signing considering.
But I'm going to go Bengals too.
Listening to the arguments, I was going to go Joe Burr number 1, but I think if I look roster for roster, and I think coaching makes a hell of a difference, and Harbaugh is a fucking animal. Like, it's hard to count him out.
Yeah, I am
Derrick Henry
for the Bengals. I have my doubts.
When is that man going to have even the smallest of fall-offs? He's basically 1,200 yards guaranteed, dude. Like, I got to go Bengals 2, Ravens 1. I do. Because I got to go with my heart. Or my
Ravens.
Head
we're all pretty close.
Right
we're all pretty close.
I do think I don't disagree with your take that the Ravens could be the only one, but I do think there's enough firepower for
Joe.
Yeah.
Because they're going to end up. Yeah, but you're going to have to put up 42 like every game. Dude, that's
38.
Rough. That's rough.
Still, dude, we're talking
I'm not saying
35 plus touch points that you need to even compete in that division.
If they had a middle-of-the-road defense, they would be a Super Bowl contender.
Yes.
And they haven't even had Trey back yet.
They're going to have a bottom 7 to 10.
Yeah, and that can go sour.
Is he going to play?
They don't have any more fucking money. Where are they've paid everybody but him.
Oh, my goodness.
There's no way he Le'Veon's, though.
No.
He's too old.
Also,
he's too old.
Forgot to bring up in other news that the Los Angeles Chargers losing Slater.
Oh, Rashawn Slater, thank you, Trev. Yes, he busted his patella tendon.
That's
a
couple guys been hurt.
So he's got to go.
The preseason thus far.
Agreed.
Easily.
A starting tackle is never easy to lose.
Texans had a scare, but it's not going to be season ending with Gardner Johnson.
That's right.
Yeah. Lions had a scare with a lower guy. But
that was so sad to see. But
he's
Morris Knoll.
He's going to be okay.
Thank God for that, dude. They were really they shut down the game.
We're about to have some crazy shit in this division. I can't wait to see where this division goes.
Spears, I think, was going to be the Titans number 2 running back. He's gone.
If not 1B.
He's done.
I thought they said it was week to week.
No, you're right.
Or not week to week, but yeah, right. Okay.
He should return for the regular.
No, it's an ankle tweak, so it's not good, especially on a running back. But he's definitely eligible to still come back for the most amount of the season.
Green angles.
Chiefs had to lose the safety Bush to an Achilles tear.
Oh, that sucks.
That was.
I'm so upset.
He's toast.
I'm so upset.
Oh. I bet you are. We all are, if you can tell.
Lord. All right.
The other
last one. Come on, Money.
One last one is just Stafford and his back.
Yeah, hasn't practiced.
It's
how concerned are you?
concern.
Okay, hold on.
It's all right.
Let me go. Well, hold on. Let me ask you. 1 out of 10. Where's your stress level?
10.
You said it wasn't that big of a deal, and you call it a 10?
Oh, no, stress level. No, 1. It is 0. Me, Sean McVay be talking. It's all good.
It's all good there.
Emailing the Rams.
Dude,
I don't know. I'm champion the fuck out of them.
What you got, dude?
I think I had Stafford ranked higher than the other 2 guys here on our quarterback list, and I am concerned. Back issues, no joke.
Not at this age either.
No, but are they have to? How bad is it? Are they just reporting it?
Could be smoke. It could be smoke.
Well, not necessarily smoke, but it may not be as bad.
I don't think it's smoke with his injury history. I think he is a hit away from being on the sideline.
Playing Stetson Bennett?
Out of injury concerns.
Jimmy G.
Out of injury concerns, after Tua, who's your next quarterback? I think it could be Stafford.
It could be. But Matt's so tough.
Scary.
Matt's so tough, my guy. I talked to him.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't disagree with that either. He's a trooper, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he took some fucking...
He's going to play as many snaps as his body will allow him. I will not disagree with that. And I understand why you're championing the Rams. It upsets me how good I think that fucking roster is, too. We'll get to the West here in a couple of weeks. But
this division right now that we're going to go to...
We're going to hit back into the North. Yep, let's go.
I am super interested. All right. Who's everybody's for? I'll tell you mine, and it's the Bears.
Oh.
I think that they're going to struggle. I think they're going to get wins, but they're still going to struggle this year. The reports out of training camp aren't great. Sounds like Caleb and Ben aren't necessarily mixing. Maybe Caleb's not as smart in the head as he needs to be. I don't know. Seems like he's got a lot of fucking penalties, pre-snap stuff, not getting through it. So I'm going Bears. I think
not as smart in the head, Trev.
Not as smart in the head.
Let me put that on wax right there.
I mean, where else?
Smart in the body, but not in the head. Yeah, you do what you got to channel what you can channel.
Dude,
I don't know, man.
This is so tough. This is the toughest division.
I agree because you are an injury away from 3 and 4. You're an injury away from 1 and 2. Trev, I'm going to let you go because I'm still thinking. I'm still in ponderance. Yeah, I'm still in ponderance. If I'm being honest,
man, I like the Bears' talent, but I am worried that it's just not going to develop quick enough to compete in this division. Man, there's something about each of these teams in this division.
You got to play 6 tough games. There's not like a cupcake.
Oh yeah, in division, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's half. So not in half, but
it's a solid percentage. Yeah,
a good chunk of your changes against good teams.
A third of your schedule. Yeah. Come on, Money.
I think this.
What do you got? Well, Money's thinking.
No, because I'm thinking too. I'm just.
So don't be pushing.
I'm waffling.
Don't be pushing.
I'm waffling hard, man.
I know you are. You've been trying to champion this team for a while. I don't know why.
My head, my heart thinks it could be Green Bay. Maybe that's just some hate from the Niners rivalry that we have with them. But my head thinks Chicago. It does.
It's
1-4.
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting it down. Remember, we get one more time.
Everybody's so high on this team, and I think it's too soon.
Remember, we get one more time to go back through all this before
I'm still kind of – I liked Odunze, but he doesn't seem like he's been what I thought he would be thus far. So that worries me a bit, too.
That's fair.
You lost Keenan Allen. I love the new play calling, but it doesn't seem like it's really clicked yet.
Yeah.
It might this season, but does it happen too late?
I'm hearing
you don't have time in this this division.
That's what I'm saying. You have 6 tough teams against 6. You got 6 tough games, man.
Downey, I think you need to go get the white stout.
Okay.
Well, are you trying to hold me back?
No, I'm gonna call
Downey
number
wants
4.
to hear your 4.
All right, so as I have waffled, okay, I think that this is the year we're going to see the fall off of KOC with JJ McCarthy. I do love me some Justin Jettas. I think that there's a lot of talent, but they lost 2 of their key offensive linemen. You're now going to play essentially a rookie, right? Like he got a red shirt.
Who are you talking about?
I think Minnesota is going to go number 4.
No, I got that. But when you're talking offensive linemen,
Fries and who's the other guy that they lost? They lost 2 out of they lost 2 free agents. They're both their guards. They lost their left and their right guard.
Yeah, but they got Darryl back.
That's true. He
should they brought him back and they drafted another offensive lineman, didn't they?
But still,
So, Charlie, you're going Vikings
I'm
at
going
4?
Vikings at 4. I think that this is going to be the year of regression for them. I do.
I have Vikings at 3. I think it's a regression, but I think it's a regression to 3 and not 2. I think your JJ is developing, so you're going to take a little time there. Addison's got 4-game suspension, so now you're hit with that too. And it's not, I just think that the other 2 teams are that much better than you guys are too as well.
Okay.
So I'm going Vikings at 4 for me.
No, at 3.
At 3, sorry, yes.
Yeah. I'm going Packers.
I knew Trev was going to shake the dice.
I know
Trev was going to shake the motherfucking dice.
Lay it on me, brother. I just don't see going wide receiver in the top of the draft. I'm not convinced that Caleb Love is going to be the guy that takes them over the top. Jordan Love, thank you. Jordan Love is going to be the guy that takes them over the top. He has moments, but then he also has opposite moments where it's just like, why did you make that play?
That's fair. That's fair.
The consistency gives me that hesitation with them. And I just, the Lions, they are, I think, the most talented team in the division. I just worry about the loss of the coordinators. And the Vikings, I think, are the next most talented team in that division. I do. I can see them falling to 3 or even 4, depending on how JJ plays. But I think JJ's better than Sam Darnold. And I just saw Sam Darnold win 11 games. 14 games, I'm sorry. Excuse me. And I think that could click. I guess maybe I'm higher on JJ.
3
is the Bears. The Bears for me. So we flip-flop, Downey, you and I. I think that I like the Packers roster from top to bottom. I like LaFleur.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Trev, with the idea. Golden is a weird pick in the sense of it's just kind of more of the same, right?
Correct.
Yeah, maybe an elevated version of what you have, but you didn't step out of that wide receiver box that you kind of already have 3 guys already kind of doing.
I just have a hard time thinking he's going to be the difference maker this season. No, well, and
Golden, Love,
and
sure.
Love.
Sure, no, I agree. But to speak on right, but the Bears at 3 for me because I do think this Ben Johnson situation is kind of overblown. I know that Caleb Williams does in fact have the arm and the ability to play at a high level.
That's why
we haven't seen this offensive line yet, but they are reported to be severely upgraded from last year. The question is kind of at running back. They don't really have DeAndre Swift is a year older, but they drafted
Johnson from Texas.
He needs to come back healthy. Yeah, that's true because he could still shine. They got Loveland, and we know that Ben Johnson loves to use his fucking tight end. So Loveland and Kmet could be a legit deal.
It really does come down to Caleb, though. Is he able to take that next step?
I think
or is he going to stall?
I think he can if they keep him upright. And if the upgraded offensive line is enough to do so, then I think the Bears can be 3.
Yeah, besides just keeping him upright, he needs to trust them more.
That's true, too. You got to hang in the pocket. He skirts a pocket very quickly.
Yeah, last year you saw that there wasn't the trust.
No, he spun out of every pocket pretty much. Callback is, I think, the greatest thing that we saw Shedeur do, hang in the pocket. Every throw he made downfield, he knew he was going to take a shot, and he let that bitch rip. And 3 out of the 4 Yeah, exactly. 3 out of the 4 that he threw were dots, dude. That's why the smoke was so real around your door. But
that's why
I think if Caleb can channel that, if he can get into that mode, then they're going to.
Or
be
is he just going to be Kyler Murray?
Oof. A bigger version of Kyler that just always uses his legs regardless. Yeah, Kyler's going into like year 7, and I don't know if he's gotten any better.
This is one of those make or break years, though.
We're sneaking in a lot of NFC West talk.
Number 2, Trev.
Vikings.
So we all have the same number 1.
I think so.
No.
No?
No. We don't have the
same
number 1.
Never mind.
Wow.
So
fuck yeah.
Vikings
I'm doing it.
here.
Okay, you do it.
I'm a believer in JJ. You have the best wide receiver in the game. A lot of nice pieces on offense. One of the brightest head coaches on offense and defense. There's, I think, too many playmakers with the right coaching for this situation to fall completely off the rails.
I think this division actually has a chance for all 3 of them to go to the playoffs.
Yes.
I don't think the Vikings miss. So if I have the Vikings at 3, I don't think they miss my Lions.
I even think the 4th team is just a game away or maybe a couple games away from the playoffs. This is
my
all
boy
the way
out here. My boy out here swinging.
I almost put the Lions at 3, and I think the loss of Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, and I know that Campbell is a way better coach. I think this offensive coordinator thing and defensive coordinator thing.
You got the Lions at 2.
It's going to take a step.
I think it's a step back. I think what Ben Johnson did manufacturing the offense for Jared Goff was massive.
That's the biggest question is how does Goff look this season?
And then Aaron Glenn being able to coach a defense that good and come up with that many different schemes with dudes that weren't there. You were missing your whole fucking defensive line.
Now you get Aiden Hutchinson back.
But you got to.
He could be Max Crosby-esque.
Correct. I don't think the defense takes as much of a step back. I think the offense is going to be. I think the offense takes a huge step back, even with my guy Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think the play calling is different. I think you lost your center.
Ragnar. He was a good center. One of the better.
So I'm going Lions at 2. I think the offensive play calling and loss of both coordinators.
So we all have a different 2. I'm going Packers at 2.
Damn, how about that? This is that division, man.
It is. You're an injury away,
a coach
away, a couple of turnovers away. There's a few different things that can happen in this division for sure. And the Packers, I think, the continuity can be there. Once again, I do question the golden pick, but I think that defense is going to be better this year. They've got more coming back. I think that LaFleur has never won under 11 or 12 games,
something like that.
Yeah, no, he's right there in coaching candidates. Jordan Love is definitely a good, maybe great quarterback, maybe great.
Well, my thing with him last year is you got hurt in Philly and an ankle, and then you missed the next 2 games, and you came back, and you were never ever really
100%,
fully 100%, and it just wasn't your left ankle. It was your right ankle. So you had times where you weren't able to kind of drive. So this year being super healthy.
Shout out to Malik Willis for keeping him on the map.
I'm surprised somebody didn't try to come out and swoop him actually, because what
Dust
he showed. Yeah, 100% better.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I have Packers at 1. The continuity, I don't understand the golden pick, but you're also praying, which I'm praying too, picking him at 1, is that what number 9 stays healthy? Christian Watson. He stays healthy.
If he stretches that field, he changes.
He's the biggest difference maker.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Dubs is kind of been injury prone. Reed never took the next step. I like Jacobs as your running back.
I think Reed could be that dude. That's why I don't like the golden pick, because I think Reed is golden. I think that they are so comparable in what they want to do.
You're hoping those wide receivers
and your 2 tight ends.
It's not bad.
Look at the color of this beer. This is a stout.
Your offensive position, even the running back room, your offensive position is right there.
Yes.
You had a couple injuries on offensive line early, and Love was never fully healthy. And Christian Watson, you got to stay healthy. Otherwise, you are done. And this kind of all depends on him staying healthy. It really depends on him staying healthy. I think he stretches huge.
That wide receiver group taking another step, because they're a step away. It feels like they're missing that go-to guy that in the clutch situations.
That's why I thought they should have went for maybe one of those veterans. Yeah. Maybe a Keenan Allen. Maybe an Amari Cooper.
That's what I thought they were going to do.
He's still out there, too. Coop is still out there. That is very bizarre.
So I have Packers at 1.
Let's cheers real quick.
All right.
We got a white stout here.
The Albino Rhino. This is a fucking great can, dude.
You
Look
smell
at that
it?
smell, yeah.
It's coffee-esque.
It's very coffee smell. What do you think? 2 coffee for you, Chuck?
No, that's yummy, dude.
Oh, my God.
That's yummy. Yeah, albino rhino. But see, because it cuts off with the cocoa nibs and the vanilla.
That is
you taste both of those too. You get all three of the flavors.
Swirl, baby.
So
that's so good.
A white stout. So you guys, this is considered a stout, right? This is great. Like when I saw this
is a great pod beer right here.
Go find this.
I'll tell you, Total Wine. I literally
we should drink this next week too.
This is the first thing that I saw. This is the first, and I read it, and I was just like, "This is it." This is especially because it drinks at 6, right? This is one of those that if it was closer to a 9 or a 10, it would be a little much, exactly. And I think the body of this beer is perfect. A little bit more head would always be nice.
Always nice.
I'm so glad it's not a 9 or 10.
This can is dope as fuck, dude. Check out the albino rhino on
goofy eyes on the rhino.
But he's got an RWA
with all the color and the fucking diamond.
Rhinos with attitude, bro. Let's go.
He's got the thing on his teeth.
Shout out to Prairie, dude. These guys are out of McAlester, Oklahoma.
Hey, first one, I think, from Prairie. I'm guessing.
No, we've had a couple.
Have we?
Yeah. They're actually known for sours. I have other sours of theirs in my fridge, but I didn't bring them on the pod because I wanted to.
I'm ready again.
All right, we might fuck up some sours.
You know which one we gotta find is that one that I crushed at fucking Brewhaha.
Oh, the Mystic Voyage by that was a great basin beer. So no, that's gonna be gone.
I drank like 8 of them.
We
is
drank.
It coming back?
I don't know, but it was a summer beer, right? It
was so good.
Well, it was a rotator, so you don't know if that'll ever come back.
It was tasty.
It was very good. It was a berry sour.
Great Basin lately?
Yes, actually. That is funny that you mentioned that. I was there earlier this week. I stopped off and chilled with my pops. I had some food, but I didn't drink anything.
Did you notice the rotation at all?
Was not very much different. There was one. It was called so this was pretty cool. My pops drank it. It was called an oil can red. And what they did was when they squeezed the hops, they took the oil from it and they rested it on top of the beer. He said it kind of looked like, when you have like olive oil and like it kind of sits. Yeah, he was like, it kind of made the body of it a little weird because it was like, kind of silky, but he was like, the flavor was really good. And then I had a sip of, what the hell was he drinking? It's funny. I love that you bring that up. But no, Great Basin, man, I'm so in between on that brewery because their good shit, their rotator stuff is fantastic. Their flagship stuff is nothing really to write home about. Icky's not bad. Their milk stout is okay. Outlaw's fine.
On Nitro, it's good.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Nitro stout.
Wild Horse.
Right. Their amber is fair. Yeah.
Amber.
So let's get back to the talkie of
the
so
sporty
you both
sporty.
have Lions at 1, right?
Yes.
You guys want to talk about it, or you just want to say yes?
Yes.
I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jared Goff is more than fine. I like Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think
Montgomery.
I
Aiden
think
Hutchinson
coming back healthy. Yes.
I don't love Williams. I think that he's going to take a step back without the shifty.
I might be very. I don't discredit that take. That he could be a very
Amon-Ra can be enough.
Stud.
He is a stud. He's one of those guys.
So good. And he plays angry. He reminds me. Okay, he's like a better version of Doug Baldwin.
Perfect for that team. Like,
we got to do something. For
the Lions, though, like, I don't know. I feel like we should have a hat bet with everyone having like different opinions on this division.
I think we're gonna have hat bets on the whole thing once we get to the end. Once we have our final thing,
we'll come
up with our hat
bets and money bets.
Yeah, well, the very last pod before football starts, we'll go through and talk about who we think MVPs are. If you want to change stuff. And then we'll make hat bets.
That is true because unfortunately in the next 2 to 3 weeks an injury could happen. And trades can still happen
on the August 31st. Or
right,
whatever.
the one. Okay, I get you. That's smart. I appreciate it. We've done that the last couple of years.
And we'll do our MVPs. We'll do our Rookie of the Years, and then we'll do a hat bet on the whole deal.
This is a football pod. Let's not get it confused, you guys. Like we do a lot of other things
baseball
pretty well. But oh my god, dude! I know.
Charlie's
let's go,
boy Cal Raleigh at 44
dude,
bombs.
Let's go. Eugenio Suarez got a couple more over the last week. Like Naylor's playing well.
Chuck might have the best offense.
We need those bats to stay hot though. The thing about bats is like they're great when they're lit up, but when they don't, and we have an okay rotation.
How are you? I haven't looked at your roster. Are you going Julio 2, Suarez 3, Raleigh 4, and Naylor 5?
With JP opening? No, so it's JP is Crawford our leadoff. Yeah, Crawford at 1, Julio at 2, Naylor at 3, and then Raleigh at 4.
And then Suarez at 5?
No, Rosarina, and then Suarez at 6.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't move a Rosarina out of his. He was stroking, dude. He had like 10 homers in the last like 15, 20 games.
Dude, he's a stud, man. You guys got a great hitting offense.
And we field well too. We were only half game out. We caught a game up last night, and the Astros were up 2-0. Yeah, they were up 2-0. But we got another game against the Rays tonight. I have to temper expectations because we've never done it.
Are you guys talking about the Lions? Are you guys going to talk about the Lions?
You took it over to MLB, and then we started talking Mariner baseball. It's the first time I've been relevant in a while.
You said football pod, and I brought it back to you.
Yeah, you did. Thank you. You circled it back around.
Just to kind of top that off, I think like I'm not really against any of our picks. Like,
without a shadow,
the closest division. Like I can see it going so many different ways. I'm not upset with.
I only think the AFC South we might have different picks.
I don't know if I would like. This is crazy to say this way. Jared Goff is the most proven quarterback in this division without a shadow of a doubt. Everybody else kind of has questions as far as like, what's going on at the Q. He is a consistent 4,000-yard passer in this league.
We've seen the offensive coordinator leave and take hits.
Dude, and then the Eagles ate a bag of
not just the Eagles. There's other teams where offensive coordinators left, and you've seen a huge step back when you have.
We all think Ben Johnson is that guy too.
Yes,
right. Like everybody.
That's why I have the Bears at 3.
The only reason with me was I just don't know if Caleb's the dude now. I'm kind of questioning whether or not he's.
I haven't given up, but I'm starting to question as well. Right. I'm in that same space.
Like you see Jaden just come out and roll, and he plays in the system, and that's my biggest knock with Kyler for years is, are you going to play in the system? Can you play in the system? Right?
Thank you.
You don't want to read too far into the preseason.
No,
we all know this. We all know this. Like it is.
You don't want injuries in the preseason.
1,000,000%. Because unfortunately, when you get to the fourth quarter, everybody's getting cut. Yeah. Whoever's playing in the fourth quarter is pretty much not making the team.
My guy, Cam Smith, he's making that team. He might be our 2 after Aiden O'Connell's performance. Dude, I'm stoked for that North Dakota State kid. That was my biggest plus, was him.
Have you guys been watching? I mean, okay, the Bills are on Hard Knocks. That just started.
Yes, 0%. I watched it at your house just this weekend.
0% of any.
It was great.
It's very produced.
Watch it, your boy J.A.
J.A. You're going to love J.A.
Yeah. I already love him.
He's pushed forward. He's pushed forward on this. Yeah.
I forgot to look it up, but that also makes me think they talked about only 5 pro teams that go to like colleges to like practice, live in the dorms, just the whole like experience that is.
Well, yeah, I mean they go to Rochester
because it's getting like I think that's how I think they should all go somewhere like that. In fact, it's more like building your like team.
It's great team building. It is so good, and I'm so surprised that only 5 teams do it.
Dude, the VMAC in fucking it's in Renton, Washington is so beautiful. It's literally on the Puget Sound. Like I don't know why you would move that facility. Dude. It's one of the most scenic things you're ever gonna see.
Also on Netflix, they just dropped a college football series about the SEC.
Yep. That's right.
It's like a documentary on last season.
Probably won't watch it.
We're gonna go off on a tangent on fandom as it were now. Did anybody watch Happy Gilmore 2?
Yes.
And
loved it.
It's good. Yeah,
I thought it was great.
Love the references.
John Daly is fucking hilarious. He is so good in that movie.
Loved that Scotty Scheffler, like
all the big boys are there. All the big boys are there.
Like
Bryson DeChambeau is there.
Xander's going. That's what she said. That's what she said. They were all there, and I love that he brought all the guys in because I love how they took it to where the best golf
mattered. The golf mattered a lot. The best hockey was not a thing.
The best golfers of the '90s was Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, and Happy Gilmore. Right? Like he was one of the best golfers of the 90s.
Right. Yeah.
So then you have all the guys there, Happy, it's good to see you. We can't wait to play with you again. And it was like this whole
I think they did it right. It's very nice to see. Well, I'm always skeptical because anytime you get a sequel almost 30 years out, you're in dangerous waters. Yeah.
Dude, and his wife and daughters were in it.
Yeah. It was great. It really was funny. And the way that his family, the family dynamic, and they're all hockey fans and like, it was well done. It was well done.
Kick that dude's ass. Eminem is fucking
Shooter McGavin is like Eminem dies. He gets all eaten up by the game. Which spoiler, sorry. Overall, I did like it. There was a lot of cameos. It just was funny.
But I loved how it was like it was kind of a shot to live. with like a different shot.
Yeah, absolutely. They knew what they were doing.
But then like DeChambeau was on the PGA team. Like I loved how he was there, and I just the whole thing was cool, and I liked how you said, it was about the golf. Like it was Happy was one of the best golfers. They all look up to Happy. It was just this like...
Yeah, no, hockey was not like... the backstory is he was a hockey player before he was a golfer. But in number 2, it is all golf.
Yeah.
All golf. Like, it's funny, though, because he still wears his Bruins jersey. So there's a lot of callbacks. If you like the first one, certainly watch the second one.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I also watched... John Cena. I've watched 2 of his movies lately.
Oh. With 2.
Well, and you got to take them what they're worth, right? He is action.
Blow him up, shoot him up.
He's action comedy. Freelance on Netflix and Head of State on Prime Video. Both of them funny.
When
action
he does
stuff.
just comedy, though, to be fair, he is a pretty funny dude.
He's funny in the action comedy. His face, I would recommend him. I think John Cena did a good job. It's you're getting what you get. It's action. And it's funny, and there's just blowing up shit.
What would
he's shooting people.
Say his biggest movie is?
I don't know. I haven't really. Or probably Fast X or Fast. He's in the last Fastest.
Yeah,
Last Fastest.
Fast and Furious.
The other ones are all.
There was another callback. I was trying to remember it.
He's in the one movie with the one Amy Schumer, but I don't like her.
He's hilarious in that fucking movie. That movie, Shameless, I believe, is the name of that movie or something like that. She can't really lead a movie, so it's the only one she ever did. But he is fucking priceless.
She's fallen off a cliff.
Oh, dude, it's hard for ladies to stay on top, dude. Like, comedy is so male driven, dude. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on the ladies because there are some fucking funny women out there. Like Ali Wong's still doing her thing. Like, there's some really good lady comedians that are still, but stand-up's a different monster, dude. Yeah. You can do like movie comedy, you can do like skit comedy, but stand-up is a whole, that is...
Yeah, I watched a couple of John Cena movies. They're funny.
John Cena.
Just good stuff to put on. Did I watch
well, that's up your alley. You like...
I watched Jurassic World Rebirth.
And?
Good, but not great.
I've hopped off that train ever since the new...
Not great.
Yeah, they've taken it a little too far, but
all of the reboots have pretty much.
This one was. I liked the first 2 a lot. Even the third one was good. This one was. It was good. That's where I can stop. I haven't seen Superman. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet.
Yeah, that's on
heard
the list.
Both of them were very good. Though.
Haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon. Haven't seen Thunderbolts. Haven't seen Mission Impossible. I'm missing. I need to see them all. I love me some movies. You guys seen any new stuff?
I did see Superman. I was a little disappointed.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Don't tell me that, Trev. Don't tell me that.
I know. I went in excited.
No, but I want
honesty.
I want honesty. I know she was hyped on it for sure.
And we just kind of walked away like,
schmeh.
I mean, schmeh. Yeah, like we were in a good mood and we still kind of felt schmeh.
Yeah, it's the most frustrating because it's almost like you want to hate it.
That's why I was like Jurassic
feel
World.
Indifferent. That's Superman hasn't stayed to animated shit. Superman, DC's needs to stay towards animated stuff, man. That's where they just absolutely slay. Like, but goodness gracious,
his show's killing it. Where he plays, his biggest thing's that show on
HBO,
yeah.
where he's Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, dude, the first season. Did you ever watch the first season?
No,
I watched the first season. It was. Yes. It's irreverent is the way that they like to describe it, basically meaning it's sarcastic damn near the entire way through. And you're not entirely sure what the storyline is because it's sarcasm, just like some could be true, some could be bullshit. And it's funny. It really is.
You know what else I watched?
You tell me.
It was on Netflix.
It
After Sunset with Pierce Brosnan, Woody Harrelson, and
throwback.
And Selma Hayek.
Dude, was it about people in retirement homes?
No, it was 2004. I've never seen it.
Okay.
It was older.
Hey, don't hate
it. Was
funny.
And Pierce
Selma Hayek she can still get it. That woman can still get it. Like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, because she's still looking good in like
now, 2025.
What's the other Adam Sandler movie? The Grown Ups, where she's his wife.
Oh, that's right.
But no, in this one it's 2004. Pierce Brosnan stealing shit. She looking good.
That's the when he was James Bond era. That's back when Pierce Brosnan was on top.
Dude, he made a lot of movies. If you go back,
he had about a 3-year run where he was the dude.
He was in the one stealing movie with the chick from Major League.
Brother, you're not helping a whole lot. Remember the bitch
Renee
with
Russo.
the face?
Renee Russo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There was a steamy one.
Yeah. Pierce always in the steamy ones.
Steamy.
He's always stealing with the ladies.
Dude, I don't blame him, man. 007 should be getting that ass.
Are you watching anything else new?
I watched the second season of Quarterback.
Quarterback.
I don't want to talk about South Park.
I'm so pissed off that they did cancel all my shows.
Which one?
Did you watch?
They canceled Fubar from Netflix with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, I think he just retired from it, probably.
Dude, it was amazing.
The couple of seasons were funny, for sure.
Did you watch season 1 or 2 of Quarterbacks?
No.
Oh, man.
I just watched
I want to mostly... I don't really want to watch the real
behind
stuff.
The scenes, I think
I more want to watch people shoot people.
I don't want to watch them.
Damn. All right.
I'd rather see people shoot
people.
I love
documentaries.
I am not a documentary fan.
Sports documentaries.
No, I'll fuck up any documentary.
I want
not any
sports.
Not any, but
I want 1% of documentaries. And otherwise, I just want to watch shit blow up.
Did you ever watch fucking Solo with Alex Honnold, where he free solo?
No, I watched Solo with Han Solo.
No, free solo where he climbs El Cap, dude. Oh my god, it's so sick. That maybe that's just that West Coast loving coming out in me, but. The Quarterback was good. Season 2 was great. Joe Burr is fucking legit. Man. Yeah, Jared Goff was good. It was Kirk Cousins. It was good.
You already have those man crushes. Just let them flow.
When I get home, I put on the A's baseball game. Right. And then we're doing stuff around the house, and then by the time I actually get to sit down and actually watch what's on the TV, most of the time it's like enough for like maybe a movie or like a show. But and I don't even mostly finish.
I would have to come to say overall in my fandom that I'm starting to lean so towards baseball right now.
Well, with your team
I know,
playing the way they are.
and having no basketball team, and my football team, huh? Yeah, I am. I'm all in on that.
I'm hoping my team just gets close to 500. I'm pretty stoked the way we're playing too. I know we're not going to the playoffs. I'm still kind of stoked.
Well, I think that you have to lean into next year. And then, are you still in Sacramento next year? We've talked about
2 years.
It's a whole stadium we got to build.
Our pitching is all over 4. But no, dude, Charlie's team is right there. I really root for Charlie's team over the Astros. Aaron is back.
That's true. They are saying that he's probably going to move towards the AL MVP.
And then you get Shohei hits his 1,000th hit, and it's a home run.
So how has he looked? I haven't
seen him. He pitched really good the other day after he cramped. So he came out of that game the same day Aaron went on the IL. Shohei came out of a game, but he had a hip cramp.
That's right.
I was like, oh, fuck, dude. Both of them get hurt on the same day. That's the worst luck ever. But no, Shohei's still looking good. But the Brew Crew's killing it. You got the Mets on a fucking slide like a motherfucker right now. The Phillies be up there. Kyle Schwarber dropping bombs. Dude, he's hitting like 500 since the All-Star break with like 15 home runs or something. Dude, he's on fire.
Yes, he's like number 3.
He's got to be up there in the NL. He's got to be up there in the NL top.
Dude, let's go NBA Jam, bro. Like, throw back to that, man. That was one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. What was your first system? Let's do some video games.
I know. I don't.
A Genesis?
No, I had a regular Nintendo.
An OG.
I had a Nintendo.
You had a NES, a Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh man!
You gotta blow it out.
Shout out, boys!
I still
my first was the Super. My first was the Super.
For years.
Yeah, I mean, you be younger.
A little bit.
I think Scott has it.
But I started off Mario, Duck Hunt.
You're talking 8-bits. Yeah. That's fucking nasty.
And then I had a Sega, which sucked.
You had a Genesis? I never had a Genesis. I played plenty of Genesis.
Well, you get like Sonic, and that was it. Right. Super was way better than the Genesis.
Did you ever play Maximum Carnage for the Sega?
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah,
that was one of my favorite Spider-Man games.
It was great. Well,
they had the X-Men game that was really cool. They had a couple games that were cool.
Well, they had X-Men and who was it? They paired it with somebody. Was it Spider-Man? Was it X-Men and Spider-Man, or it was X-Men?
Maybe later, but the Sega had the X-Men game, the side-scrolling one.
But that was fun.
The Super Nintendo was way better.
Oh my god, dude! You had the advent of Mario Kart. You had all the. Oh my god, there were so many good games.
And then I went from a Sega to a
PlayStation.
I didn't get a. I went to PS2.
You didn't have a 64 before you had a PlayStation?
I did not. I went to a PS2.
Friends had the 64, so I played their 64s.
I went 64, and then I went 64.
I went straight to the PlayStation,
and then I went PS2.
You didn't have a one? You didn't have a one?
I never had a PlayStation 1. I had the 64.
That was like 5 years on the market.
I never had
the one. The one, okay.
Two could be rivaled.
Okay. Two
could be rivaled with.
Two is the
Xbox 360 is the greatest system.
It is. No, PlayStation 2 is the greatest system. I
still think Xbox 360.
I can understand your argument there, but as far as like the longevity and the quality of titles that they put out on the PS2 is elite.
PS2 and Xbox 360 are the two greatest.
I would say the only thing that gave the reason for the PS2 to be so successful, the PlayStation 1 changed the game. The dual stick controller.
Well, you had you had saving cartridges now.
Right, exactly. You had more memory. Yeah. You had multiple discs. It was discs, so you could do multiple disc games. The PlayStation 1 changed the idea of what at-home consoles could do, period. I
agree with that.
I feel like I still gotta mention the GameCube.
No, shout, dude.
The GameCube is sick.
I think that was like
it's the one GoldenEye.
No, that's the 64.
Mario Kart.
No, that's 64.
Yeah, GoldenEye 007.
Mario Kart is the greatest GameCube game ever.
Double Dash was insane.
That's the best game ever made.
It's the best racer for sure.
What's the best
Nintendo game?
It's the best GameCube ever made.
Okay.
I don't know, man. There were some good Zelda games on there. The Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube.
Yeah, I'm not playing GameCube for any of that.
The Zelda. The flute.
No, Ocarina of Time was the 64. You're still on the 64. Yeah.
I didn't have one of those either.
Elite.
Just went over to
Absolutely elite. That is one of the best games of all time, the Ocarina of Time, without a shadow of a doubt. No, the 64, all the WWE games, No Mercy, the Attitude SmackDown. That's true. They had them on the PlayStation 1 because the 64 and the PlayStation 1 kind of ran concurrently.
A lot of them share.
Yeah. I still think, though, that bringing in the Japanese influence from Sony, even though Nintendo is technically also a Japanese, they based way more in America. The JRPG really became prevalent with PlayStation 1 with Chrono Trigger.
That's when the Dynasty started, was on the PS2 at my house.
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
skinny one.
Yeah.
Me and Battlefront and fucking Dynasty.
We ran the original Dynasty in different iterations for like a decade plus, dude. We held on to that bitch for a long time, and we still got a Dynasty going, Zach.
I'm enjoying
it. I ain't doing it. I don't even know the last time I actually picked up my PlayStation and played.
God.
Pick up them sticks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pick it up today, Junior.
I did play a little with Trev one day, and then I played a little bit more Borderlands.
We ask you for 45 minutes every couple of days. That's all it takes. The games are quick. The games are quick these days.
But here's the thing. I don't want to walk away pissed off every time.
Well, then win.
Wait, you mad at Borderlands?
Huh?
You walk away pissed off at Borderlands?
Never. He's talking about going in.
Okay, you're just talking about NCAA.
Yeah, he said that's all he needs from me, and I don't want that. I'm not giving you that.
It does have that Elden Ring edge to it.
I'm not giving you my 45 for that game.
Smacked by Georgia, dude. God, that was a good team.
Dude, even though, yes, this has been a rough start to the new season that we're on, I don't feel like we're that far away from Heisman. I thought maybe after this season, but I think we need probably one
sounds
more.
like you guys are real far away from Heisman.
Dude, I don't think so.
That game's hard, man.
It is fucking hard. Every game's a challenge.
So far, nobody has broken it. And even a guy...
OSU is on the cusp.
Still, though, he is
but
still...
he's also had the most talented team the last
right,
2
and he
seasons.
still is in... he doesn't break user games, though. I've beaten
broke me and Andy.
You
kept it close, and then
I beat him and then lost to him.
Beat
him and then lost to him. 1-1, but I lost to him in the really, really important game.
Yeah, when it counted.
They all count. It's all regular season in college. That's the thing about college football. There's no preseason, dude. That's got to be the most nuts thing, right? The first time you take a snap,
it's go.
It matters. There's no we got a couple of weeks to figure it out. You do have your spring games and your blue-red games or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But once you're on against another team, it's fucking go time, baby.
Go time now.
So there's Pod 103, right?
Yeah, 104 hit the South.
Yeah, because we're gonna hold off the West.
We'll see what we open up with. You never know what happens in the news.
That's true.
Usually one is something.
Pray for no injuries.
Yeah, pray for no injuries.
You might
I do not want to lead a pod with somebody getting hurt.
Might always see a trade. You might always see some crazy shit happen.
Yeah, I do not want to start a pod with somebody getting hurt.
No, that is if there's anything that every team prays for it. Like, that sucks.
Especially
for
your quarterback.
For Sean Slater, that is a big
your
deal.
quarterback going down.
Yeah.
Any major injury, but especially quarterback.
No, it changes the trajectory of your season immediately, right? Like, especially if QB1 and QB2 are miles away from each other.
Everybody's got hope right now, and that could come to a screeching halt with that injury.
And unfortunately, I think the Niners are a clear, indication of that. Who is your 2?
It's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. He looked all right. He had a nice pass to our rookie, 50 yards, Jordan Wilkins, downfield, but he also had an interception. Not all his fault, but it was not a player he should have been throwing to in that coverage.
That was a delicious beer.
Good stuff, absolutely.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Salute.
We'll see you.
Good shit. Stay tuned for
Xbox, or not Xbox.
Why not?
Instagram.
Check us out on Xbox.
If X, baby.
We do a lot of posting on X as far as share it. We want you to share this shit. We need you to comment. We need y'all motherfuckers to go. We need to get shorts up. We need to get intro music. We need to get better camera. We're doing the big thing.
We growing.
We growing. Pod 104. Next up.